Welcome to the Beaver View Mine, everybody. It is a beautiful October day here. Out in the distance, we have Beaver, Utah. We're in Beaver County, and well, this is the Beaver View. And this was a primarily scheelite mine that was started in the mid-1940s, and there is an abundance tailing pile, and we're going to be picking through it today. We're going to be looking for any kind of interesting mineralization that we can take back, look at under the microscope, maybe take some pictures or two, and see if there's anything kind of cool and interesting out here. There is a long list of minerals that are known to be out here, and maybe we'll be able to find some of these. So we have quite the tailings pile here. You're able to see it way from the road coming in. Should be able to find a couple of good things here, I think. Also the view. There's plenty of good views though in Utah. It seems like every time we go somewhere we're like, the view is incredible. The view is incredible. I know my camera with its wide angle lens won't pick it up, but the B is right there in front of you. So at one point in time, there was probably some tracks out here, and they'd push carts of ore or tailings and dump it out here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, the material's different right there.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Also different right here.
So we'll probably come back over here and do a little bit of collecting. There is apparently a shaft out here. It's always nice to try to locate that. So the information that I found online is that there is a shaft, maybe possibly incline, that goes down 60 feet and then continues for 300 feet. Now, when I'm walking in here, certainly seems like it could be it. I'm not really set up to rappel, but maybe someday I'll know somebody that can help me with that. Oh, that's not bad at all. I think we're gonna have to come back here with lights.
Yeah, that's so big.
Yeah.
Huh.
We can come back here and do this.
It's not very far. It's only 300 feet.
Yeah, but I do not have a helmet.
Yeah, we're not doing it today.
Lights really, other than the little pen light which gets swallowed into the void.
Leica's not gonna do it with us.
No, that's a... Dogs do not go underground. I think we're ready. We're gonna grab a bucket. We're gonna do some collecting out here. Generally speaking, do not go into underground mines unless you have a decent understanding of it and are prepared. Like, I have a decent understanding of it, and I am not prepared. When I say prepared, I mean like, you know, lights, a plan, helmet, all the things. Generally, the incline shafts are nowhere near as bad as the vertical shafts, but there's a lot of factors at play there. Sarah's got a rock. What do you got?
I wonder if that's the garnet, the red.
Well, quite possibly. Well, let's grab a bucket. We got some collecting to do. I guess the nice thing with a place like this is you get to be real picky because there's just so much. Oh gosh, slipping. That definitely is calcite. That's got to be calcite. We'll put this up here, and if it's the only good piece I find, then we'll take it. But that's the ratio of calcite to host rock is a little off. Don't fall down the hill. I am, of course, curious if any of that calcite is going to be fluorescent. Put that in the bucket. And this piece. Now, if you look out, it looks like to me there's several other places with tailings, one right in the middle of your screen, and then one kind of up and off to your left, which that's a little interesting why there'd be tailings up there unless there's little tiny prospects dotting the hills.
Oh, there's like little bands in that.
Can't believe you just made our dog lick that.
She's helping. Oh, that's sparkly like I can't reach because you're sitting on my lap. I found a nail.
Is it a square nail? Yeah, I think some of this stuff will look pretty cool under the microscope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. That certainly could be little blades of calcite.
This is a big one, but we'll have to take it.
I have no clue what that is.
Different than what quartz normally looks like.
Yeah, I don't think that's quartz. Something else. In the bucket it goes, and we'll try to... We might have to start being a little careful here. We don't want to smash anything with this. This stuff will probably get wrapped. Dogs are interesting animals. What in the world does she get out of that? So it doesn't take long to fill up your bucket when you come to a location like this, especially if you're just looking for some stuff to take some nice photos of, have a little bit more in-depth understanding of the locality. We're going to drop off our bucket. We're going to hike up that hill and check out the other dumps and see if there's anything different.
Fill a bucket, it's like that full.
Yeah.
You don't have to. That's plenty.
That's plenty for photography purposes. Thought this is kind of neat. Don't know what in the world that is. What was in that, you think? Put it back. It's a fine line between picking up garbage and, I guess, an artifact. I would say that's an artifact. Once it's like unrecognizable, if I recognize it, it's garbage. If I recognize it, it's garbage. If it's unrecognizable, it's an artifact. At least that's my way I look at it.
Right up there.
Never-ending tailings piles. Let's check this thing out after climbing up here. You can see the microphone amplifies my out of shapeness. I don't think I'm that out of shape.
Oh, there's a big hole right here.
Oh.
If Leica wasn't on leash, she would be down that hole right now.
Yeah, people always ask about the leash. Oh, okay, so there's the vertical. That's kind of collapsed. Old ladder, it looks like. Let's get a shot from the other angle. Camera doesn't do it justice. Can't get that close to it. There's the angle leading up to that is quite steep. Do we just keep going? We keep investigating pile after pile?
We should go to at least that one right there.
Okay, let's check this one out too. If you live in southern Utah and you have experience doing underground exploration, there's a spider web on you. If you have experience doing underground exploration, you've gone into mines, you have the stuff, you have the knowledge, you're physically able to come out to places like this, hike uphill, and then go underground, you can shoot me an email, currently rockhounding@gmail.com. Since moving here, I have yet to find somebody that is into sketchy underground exploration. All these, oh yeah, I just saw it. There's all these like 1 inch long mini lizards that are fast, like lightning fast. That's kind of cool. That does kind of look like a general, like calcareous, tough carbonate deposit.
Yeah,
on some of this, nothing too special. There's another shaft.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna get a good picture of it because it's vertical.
Don't fall.
Yeah, don't fall.
I was talking to the camera.
Well, I'm talking to you.
I need a bigger selfie stick. I have one, just not here. You might see it in the future, but I have like a 9-foot selfie stick. It's like the stupidest thing that came with something else that I bought. I'm not seeing anything that's like in particularly extra cool above and beyond out here.
I like that. Yeah,
I see there's like another tailings pile peeking its head out over there.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
No, we're not gonna make that. What's this?
No.
I'll take that. Let me see what's in your hand there. Oh. Very cool. These will come home, I think. Well, I think we found some interesting things. You know, like, it's good to exercise your mineralogical skills, your identification skills, coming out to a place like this. It's also kind of fun to explore a little bit of southern Utah mining history, of which I know very little. I hope to change that at some point. There are a couple of books that I don't have yet. I like to change that. You know me. I'm a lover of dirt cheap books found on eBay. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. I wasn't really expecting the abundance of tailings or the abundance of vertical shafts.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yes, I am very much so in favor of you learning how to rappel and descend and ascend, and then you can go down in the verticals and take all the cool pictures, and I'll render the video after the fact. If you want to see Sarah learn how to do descending and ascending in the underground vertical mine exploration, leave a comment and I'll drop her off at the climbing gym.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll catch up with you back in the shop. This is everything that we brought back from the Beaver View mine. I liked it out there, and I definitely think it'd be worth going back to that location. I did do some identification of some of these things that we got back. There is a lot of the stuff, once it was fully clean, is just stuff like this where it's like a carbonate. It's like kind of like calcite, you know, relatively unimpressive, a lot of coatings of things. So not super great. This, however, that right there is cerussite, relatively weathered cerussite, and as you can see, it's just like a coating, but it's good to be able to identify that. And you found this,
Yeah.
which it's funny because often different papers or locality listings that don't actually have much other information other than a name will list something like this. This is garnet. All of those little red spots, well, like decayed, tiny garnets.
Yeah.
But I mean, so
Technically, it's
yeah.
garnets.
I mean, and that's part of the
not-
problem. Like, there's not context. If you just say quartz crystal, that like you picture something in your head. If I say quartz crystal,
Yeah.
quartz crystal can be like almost massive in that like it has a bunch of grown together quartz crystals that are super tight that you can't do anything with. So it's just very misleading the way some people word some of this stuff.
Yeah.
But
Technically, we did find the garnet as promised.
these two pieces are these two pieces are what impressed me the most. My initial thought on them was calcite, and you know, there is on this piece some calcite. However, there is also scheelite, and when you take a UV light such as this and aim it at scheelite, it does fluoresce very blue, and it looks incredible. It also phosphoresces, so you can take the UV light away and it glows that blue. And you know, you can kind of see in the video how that looks, but really where this type of stuff shines is in photos. So the photos here, I'm very happy with it. Now that we know more about it, I would definitely like to go back there and do maybe a little bit of hunting on that main pile at night with a UV light.
Yeah, the main pile was very big. And you could tell the material changed, but it just looked pretty similar. So potentially the UV light will.
The scheelite out there is not what I'm used to, and that's why I saw it and I was like, oh, that's got to be like calcite or something. You know, it's all dirty out there. You get it clean, you start looking at it, and yeah, no, it's scheelite. A lot of scheelite that I've seen is orange, so you know, it's good to. I think that's a good example of double checking your work, which I probably should do more of, and not just say a thing, assume a thing. You do tests, you do observations, you look at it under a microscope, and that leads you to your...
How did that look different?
So with the calcite from there, a lot of it is very distinctive in that it is like rhombohedral in structure or shape or whatever. And then also like the hardness, right? So scheelite, we're in that like 4-ish kind of range. I think that's what it is. Yeah, we're like around 4. Calcite's softer.
Oh.
But with this, we have both. We have both. And you can see that in the photo, like under UV light, there's some very distinctive separation between the two. But yeah, going back with a shortwave UV light would be pretty good, I think. Yeah, more...
There's not really much going on with that.
Yeah, more just like really low tier like garnets. There are some garnets in this that do have like a perfect structure to them. However, it's like ridiculously small.
Yeah, it's not. You're not picking them up.
Yeah, almost too small for my optical microscope to pick up.
Yeah. Not too interesting.
These two pieces, though, I'm going to keep, and I think the rest is going to get hucked out back. But yeah, I thought it was a cool locality, and I want to go back.
Yeah.
Let's go back and do a little bit more exploring now that I know more. And that's usually how these things go. You go out, you do a little collecting, you come back, you reevaluate, and then you can reapproach another time and have an even better experience.
Wasn't there a tailings pile up further on the hill?
Looking at the satellite photos, there's probably like 7 tailings piles, which we could go hike around.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad to hike around.
No.
I don't know if I'd go there in the summertime.
Yeah.
I feel like most of Utah, though, like southern Utah, July and August, you're like, it could be like melt your face off hot out there.
Yeah.
But the rest of the year, I think it's good. And
We'll be back.
we will. So go check out the website, currently rockhounding.com. If you like this kind of stuff, you can support this project by heading on over to Patreon. There will be links down below to both of those things, and we will catch you on the next video.